Well, that wasn't exactly what I planned to happen. Let's try this again. Once more, with feeling. Everything's paused, right? Alright. So now, it should work, right? Right? Okay, let's check, make sure.
It's a time for best friends and best wishes. A time for best thoughts and best feelings. Here's to the laughter and memories after. Here's to the best at Christmas.
This season, give your gang our best. Serve Canada Dry mixers, the important 4/5 of drinks for over 75 Christmases.
Here's to the best at Christmas.
The night before Christmas, an Oreo cookie's waiting for a special guest.
I'll just take a little rest.
Ho, 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 who's that kid with the Oreo cookies? Eating all the luscious chocolate, licking all the creamy middles, dunking all the crunchy cookies like he did when he was little. It's so hard to hide the kid inside with Christmas and O-R-E-O. Bisco.
Yummy fruity pebbles in a bowl. Oh, here comes you know who. Yabba dabba fruit, delicious do. Ho, 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 I'm hungry. Santa, my pebbles. Your pebbles. 'Tis the season to be sharing, Fred. Happy holidays, pal. Oh, Fred. Fruity and Cocoa Pebble cereals, part of this nutritious breakfast. Ho, 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 ho.
Outside of this box of Russell Stover chocolates, life has changed in the last 70 years. But inside, very little has changed. We still use time-honored recipes and only fine ingredients. That's why we could guarantee fresh taste and home-fashioned goodness in every piece. It's a tradition that's now available in Canada. Nobody does chocolate like Russell Stover does chocolate.
He was here. Who knows? Really? Tommy? Come on. See? Even he knows Frank won the taste test.
Dear Santa, I want a Fighting Frankie action figure, but not Fighting Frankie. I want the bad guy with the laser and reversible face, but not the bad guy with the laser. I don't know what the heck he's talking about. Horse out! Dear Santa, I want a Fighting Frankie action figure.
Another horse?
Here, this will help.
Get a Polaroid one-step camera for under 25 bucks, and maybe you'll get what you want this year.
It's Christmas Eve, Mr. Scrooge. I'm going home to my family now. Merry Christmas.
Christmas, nah, humbug. All Christmas means to me is a nasty old cold.
You should take NyQuil, sir.
NyQuil? What's NyQuil?
Nighttime cold medicine from Vicks. Got to go now.
NyQuil?
Yes, Mr. Scrooge. NyQuil relieves sniffles, sneezes, stuffy nose, scratchy throat, coughs and aches and pains. NyQuil relieves your major cold symptoms for hours, so it helps you get the rest you need.
Merry Christmas!
Mr. Scrooge.
And he's happy. They said you had a cold, sir.
Oh, I feel much better. I took NyQuil last night.
Merry Christmas, sir.
Merry Christmas to you, Bob Cratchit, and all your wonderful family.
Merry Christmas to one and all.
Vicks NyQuil, the one thing to take for your cold.
Shell presents a Charlie Brown Christmas story.
I'm worried, Linus. Christmas is coming, and I don't know what to get anyone. Charlie Brown, what you need is a gift everyone will like. That's it. A Charlie Brown Christmas videotape. But where do I get them, Linus?
Participating Shell stations are now offering a Charlie Brown Christmas while supplies last. Only $3.99 with an 8-gallon fill-up. Get yours today.
Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown.
I thought you might be hungry. Happy holidays.
Thanks, Dave. Happy holidays to you, too.
If you're working hard this holiday, you deserve a big, hearty meal, like Wendy's Smoky Bacon Cheeseburger Combo.
Thanks, Dave.
3 strips of hickory smoked bacon, smoked cheddar on a quarter-pound of fresh beef with sautéed onions, made right when you order it, plus biggie fries and a drink. Come in for a Wendy's Smoky Bacon Cheeseburger Combo today.
Happy holidays, Dave.
What a nice way to say happy holidays.
Happy holidays from Energizer.
Nothing melts away the cold like a delicious hot bowl of Campbell's chicken noodle soup.
Let it snow, let it snow.
Campbell's makes everything.
The Christmas ornaments of Hallmark. Hallmark ornaments aren't ordinary decorations. They're special little presents. For your family, your friends, for yourself. Keepsakes that bring back warm memories of wonderful people and wonderful times. You'll find them only at Hallmark, where there's more to Christmas than ever before.
The holidays are coming, and look what they're bringing. The new Crayola Collectible Holiday Tin, filled with a box of 64 crayons and a one-of-a-kind ornament. March right out and get one.
Remember those adorable Misfit toys from the classic TV special Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Well, this year's toys have landed at CVS Pharmacy, and they're looking for a home. These cuddly beanbag collectibles are only at CVS, and only for a limited time. We've even got the video that inspired them. So drop in today, before they're gone.
Care that touches everyone, one at a time. CVS.
Make a wish. Make magic. Start now. This holiday season, RC Cola wishes you wisdom, magic, and most of all, fun. If you've got a lot of men to buy for, but not a lot of ideas, come to Sears. Save 50% on this Craftsman drill and circular saw, or this Craftsman tool set. Need more ideas? This cassette car stereo is half price, and this Craftsman timing light is only $29.99. Plus, Sears has dozens of hardware gifts for under $15. Shall I go on?
There's more for your life at Sears.
This holiday season, serve the very best at any gathering. Serve delicious chicken tenders from Burger King. Chicken tenders are all white meat breast fillets, not formed bits and pieces of chicken like McNuggets. Plus, they're cooked in 100% vegetable oil. So pick up chicken tenders from Burger King. This holiday, how could you serve anything less than the best?
Ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. This is the time of year when we gather from far and near, and we welcome the season in, and let all the love begin. And the jokes you tell, and the songs you sing, and the sight of your smile still means everything. And I finally get to say, I think of you every day.
I'm on
Happy holidays, Coors Blue.
from the people at Coors. By the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there.
Santa-Claus.
The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled down to a long winter's nap.
It still works.
Santa, I've had another job offer.
Oh, no. How can we change your mind? How about a raise? Company sled?
Everyone loves Long John Silver's battered fish. Now there's new popcorn fish. Tasty little bite-sized fillets with fries, just $1.99.
Maybe if you gave me your popcorn fish.
Keep in touch, kid.
And get a holiday crystal for just 99 cents.
What, Mom? The Chex Party Mix is for the guests? Good grief. Don't worry. Now it's so easy. We can make more in 10 minutes. I can't even make toast. Just mix up the Chex and the seasoning, shake it in a bag, and pop it in the microwave. They're not coming? We can't eat the Chex Party Mix? All right. Chex Party Mix. It's so easy and so good.
What makes everything so Lick-Smackin'? Lick-Smackin' all good. Who makes the one with that rich creamy taste? Who makes the
one? Perhaps more than any other time of year, this is the season when millions of people discover Polaroid cameras do what no other kind of camera can do.
What's this? Thanks for the milk and cookies, and thanks for the beautiful Polaroid picture. Love, Santa.
Happy holidays from Polaroid.
Now is the time of year when all children behave, reindeer fly, and York peppermint patties turn red and green. Get the sensation.
The taste of nuts and honey, Mr. Scrooge.
Better things to do.
Oh, Mr. Scrooge, Honey Nut Cheerios, it's Christmas.
I got three gruel for five.
Yeah, but Honey Nut Cheerios blends golden honey and crunchy nuts.
Did you say honey and nuts?
Merry Christmas, Mr. Scrooge.
It's rich, sweet, and absolutely nuts. It only comes but once a year. The Jubilee Roll from Friendly. Just order any of our classic burgers, and we'll make you a Jubilee Sundae, free. Or buy a whole Jubilee meal and enjoy our Nutcracker Suite at home.
to you. Coors to you. Coors to you this holiday. The best of the Rockies is yours. Coors to you this holiday.
The clean, fresh taste of the Rockies, 12 at a time, from Coors, all the way to you.
The best of the Rockies is yours.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the shop a creature was stirring, and he just wouldn't stop. On chocolate, on strawberry, on vanilla frosted too, go the colors of Christmas made fresh just for you. Red sprinkles, green sprinkles, a face we all know. Canes made of candy, men made of snow. So fill up your sack with your favorite delight.
And to all a Merry Christmas in each tasty bite.
I wish that I could be a star in the sky. And some toys for everybody to be nice and be friends and never fight each other.
May all your wishes come true. Season's greetings from your local bottler of Coca-Cola.
'Twas a bit before Christmas, and all through the house, nothing was stirring, not even a... I ran to the kitchen, what could it be? Christmas crunch from the cabin to me!
This crunch is special to make breakfast merry. It's loaded with yummy red and green crunch berries.
Very sweet, delicious.
But it's only here till Christmas. Christmas Crunch is a very part of this balanced breakfast.
Now Captain Crunch has every kid on his Christmas list.
Wow.
One secret present on each box of Christmas Crunch, from the captain to you.
Merry Christmas!
Come on, we can get it. Dude, go for it. Are you crazy? Santa is not gonna like this.
Take an elf home for the holidays on special cans from Pepsi. Right now, when you buy Pepsi, you can get $5 back on Microsoft CD-ROM. It's a steal.
Home for the holidays with Domino's Pizza's Season's Greetings Special. Now get a medium pepperoni pizza for just $2.99 with your favorite large pizza at the regular price. Ho, ho!
Presenting TGI Friday's special mouth-watering Christmas appetizer. The Holiday Sampler Platter.
Platter.
Spicy, tangy buffalo wings.
Buffalo.
Fried mozzarella and loaded potato skins.
Oh.
Bring the family and friends.
Who cares about them? Gimme, gimme, gimme.
Christmas at TGI Fridays. Everyone looks forward to Fridays. Offer not available to cartoon characters.
Presenting a truck of heroic proportions. Hespire Truck 2000, built for action. Cool flashing lights, a wheel horn and siren, and a giant ladder that goes up, up, and away. $18.99 at Hess stations, Energizer batteries included. Happy holidays from Hess.
It's okay, Santa.
Happy holidays and a bountiful new year.
Well, Rudolph, got enough energy to pull us through?
This is definitely one night you should test all your batteries with the new Copper Top Tester. It quickly tells you if a battery should be replaced or go on its merry way. The Copper Top Tester. A little present. Only from Duracell.
At True Value, we've got all the decorations and gifts you'll need to get your home ready for the holidays. Anything else that might help?
Santa!
Keep the holidays charged up with these Duracell batteries. Just $236 or $288. True value. It's Christmas and help is just around the corner.
This Christmas, Taco Bell would like to propose a traditional holiday feast. To start, a delicious main course filled with your favorite stuffing. A special side dish made from an old family recipe. For your sweet tooth, a festive holiday treat. All topped off by a bit of the bubbly. And what better way to finish an old-fashioned Christmas meal than with a rousing chorus of your favorite holiday tune?
This Christmas card was sent to you by the people at Miller High Life. Merry Christmas.
Hi. My two granddaughters are in the Nutcracker Suite, so I'm sending these two tutus to them in Tucson. Too cute. If they're not in Tucson by Tuesday, there'll be a big to-do.
Use a 2-day priority mail.
2-day priority?
2 pounds is just $2.90.
Don't do it.
2 days, 2 pounds, $2.90 with 2-day priority mail.
Happy holidays to you.
To you, too.
Hi, Lindsay.
Oh, hi, Ronald.
What's new?
Nothing. Everybody says I'm too little.
Really?
I'm thinking of running away to McDonaldland.
McDonaldland? That's where I'm from.
Yeah, I hear it's really nice.
I hear where you're from is really nice, too.
It's okay.
Yeah, because you've got that basketball hoop over your garage and your back porch. It has that great wind chime.
I made that at summer camp.
Plus, there's that beautiful field.
Where I chase butterflies.
Hey, when you're in McDonaldland, who's going to make the decorations for your dad's birthday party? Who's going to be the snowflake in the school play?
Ronald.
Who's going to feed Mr. Goldfish?
Hey, Ronald, I think I hear my mom calling me.
Oh, okay. Bye, Lindsay.
Excuse me, Santa? Would you mind moving a little more into the light?
Well, actually, I'm kind of busy, but let's see. Here, this'll help.
Now there's a film designed to enhance your camera's performance in virtually any light. Fujifilm Super G+, the most advanced film for today's automatic cameras.
'Tis the season to stop into your neighborhood Tim Hortons and pick up fresh baking for the holidays.
You've always got time for Tim Hortons.
All right. Yay, always time for Tim Hortons. Welcome back to the stream. You might have noticed the world has changed a little bit. Oh, I just bumped my camera. I don't need tummy time. Alright, so let's change the name of the game that we're playing, because we're not doing that no more. We're just going to do this as Warhammer. Just generic Warhammer stuff. Boom, done. Updated. I can Put my keyboard away. And music is playing, right? But it's very, very soft. Let me go turn that up real quick. There we go. Let's skip to the next song, because that song's really quiet for some reason. Oh, I know why it's really super quiet. Because I turned it down a lot. There we go. All right. Dangerous was the everything good while I was gone. There we go. I'm trying to get that camera view where it's like directly beside my head. And it is right now, right here. I mean, like, here's my face, like right here. And there's my face. And the camera's like right beside me. So that I can use this bad boy. But that means I'm gonna have to put things on magnetic bases. And I think these bases are too small for standard. Yeah, see, it's too small for the standard Space Marine. So definitely too small for anything else. How about a Acolyte? Is it the right size for an Acolyte? And it's just a hair too big for Acolytes. The overlap right there. It does not work on... Oh, I worked on this guy today. Let me zoom on in. Oh, hello. Bing. This guy today from my Wormwood army. He has magnetized his arm so that I can give him the sniper option if need be, or I can give him the poison dagger option if need be. Of course, you do still have that little flap right there where you can see the magnet, but you know, I guess I could put some green stuff over that. I'm guessing. I just like the way this model looks. So he's got his options, and then I also got this guy from my Gene Stealer Wormwood or Worm something. What? I can't remember. Wormblade, not Wormwood. Wormblade group. I like him. Killer Morph. That's what it's called. A Killer Morph. So he's kind of cool. But again, these bases don't fit. While Huawei had double audio, so they're the same issue. I'll have to fix that. Thank you for letting me know. So, what uses a 28.5-inch base? Let's see. Do I have anything around here that uses a 28.5-inch or 28.5 millimeter base? It's not gonna be anything from that army. I've got more bases on the way. I've ordered a set of bases, so I'll get these. I guess technically I could take a magnet and stick on the bottom of this, glue it in, and then it would sit up here, or it would sit on one of these. Like, yeah, see, he's got a magnet on his base. I'm wondering if I magnetize these right. Oh, yeah, he's on there. And he ain't coming off, so magnetized pretty dang good. Yeah, if you ask me. Not very many people do, but if you ask me, not a bad thing. Why is it always that these are out of focus? There we go. So I got my magnifying glass here. Ooh. And I got my light. Ah. There's a problem I'm seeing. If I put everything like over here, like the magnifying glass and everything, it overweights it to one side. See, that's one thing I'm seeing. But if I do it like that, where I have the light on the back side, it's a little bit different. Maybe if I... No, that still doesn't hold right. What if I move magnets? Alright, there we go. Now I can see, and it's stable. So, maybe we're on to something here. We're not going to paint right now. We're going to work on our big guy. Because I'm just not in a paint mood right now. But that works pretty good. Yeah. I think I work with that. That magnifying glass needs some cleaning. By golly. We'll need some cleaning, by golly. Golly gosh darn whatevers. So, we left off. Let me just see him over there. We left off with our Imperial Knight. In this kind of stage, Now I did go ahead and add some basing, and I really wish I had it, especially this wood material, because when I base coat him, I'm going to have to paint that black, and it's not going to be woody looking anymore. So I'm probably going to spend a lot of time cleaning that off. Not the cork pieces, they're going to be like boulders and stuff. I'm talking more about this cocoa bedding that I put on there. So, alright, so that's the legs. We did that last stream. So let's continue on the magical journey. We're gonna put the instruction manual. I know I have it around here. Did I throw it down in this drawer? No. There's something in here though. What is this stuff? Oh, 3D gloop adhesive. I forgot I had this stuff. What bothers me is this bag is so air full. Did the air come out of these things, or was it in there already? Like, if I open this up, is it going to be a biohazard? I don't know. It's been a while since I even looked at that. Where did the instruction manual go for this big mamma jamma? I just saw it earlier. Ah, there it is. Bada boom, bada bing. Alright, so we had done all these parts. Now, I did not put the... I should have done this with the other armor pieces. These armor pieces right here in blue. These ones right here. And the knee pads. And this one that goes over the cod piece. I should have left those off because a lot of people do those as sub-assemblies. So they paint those separate from everything else. So I'm going to start doing that from now on. We're going to paint we're going to put together the skeleton, if you will. And then we'll come back and add the armor pieces. So we're going to do this stuff that's like the internal workings. But when we get to like 10F, where we have the carapace that goes over the top, we're just going to leave that off and paint those separately. So yeah, I think that's not a bad idea to get started right now. So, woo. Let's move them out of the way. We got our workspace here provided to us by the generous gift from John Kimball. And let's see, we need 106, 108, and 109. There's 106 right there. So let's pop 106 out of its... Where'd my little snippers go? I just had them a little while ago. There's my hobby knife, but my side snips. Did they fall off somewhere? No. Okay, I am utterly confused now. Did I? Oh, I know what I did. I put them up in my drawer here. Side snips. Cool. So let's go ahead and snip 106 off. There's 106, then we need 109, which is right here. And 108, which was right here beside it, so... Ooh. There we go. Alright, we'll clean up any of our mold lines here. Well, why won't you zoom in that one? I'm trying to zoom in. Alright, so let's find... See, this one's got a really bad mold line. If you look, if I get the light to hit it just right, you can see that line running right down that middle right there, which is horrible. Now, Games Workshop likes to sell a tool that's kind of like this little thing right here to take mold lines off, and it works somewhat. As you can see, it'll eat that mold line off. All it is just a piece of metal. Nothing magical about it, nothing special. Just a piece of metal with a semi-sharp edge that you can run along these things and clean them off fairly easy. Do you need this? No. If you got a hobby knife, You can use your hobby knife. I use a slightly dulled blade hobby knife for this. And I'll just run it like this. Very lightly along the surface. If I see some areas that really need attention, I'll dig a little bit deeper in. Put a little bit more pressure on it. But other than that, I'm just kind of zoink, zoink, and zoink. As you can see, a lot of that seam is now gone. And you see the other parts of the seam right here, or mold line. But down here where it continues, you can see a little bit right there because I haven't got up to this point. The rest of it, pretty much gone. Alright. Do this a little bit more. Yay. This is the not so fun work of model making, I think, or model assembly. It's cleaning up mold lines. I don't like doing it, but I do it because when you put paint on top of it, mold lines really stand out. They really stand out, especially when you get some dark paints against light paints. It's very noticeable, and when you notice it, it's usually like to that point where it's like the only thing you can do is just stop painting and then rip off the mold and start from basically scratch again on that part. I know a lot of people don't mind, but I guess my OCD just kicks in and I'm like, oh, well, I need to get that knocked down. That's just me, though. How you put your models together and how you paint is up to you. I am by far no expert at either painting or assembly. That's why I got these instruction manuals right here. Because, you know, I need that. I need that. So, Dangerous, I do have a question for you. How do you set up your little message in Streamer.Bot to let people know when an ad break is coming, so that they can give them a, you know, like what you say? How do you do that? I've got that little trucker noise that tells me when those are coming, but I don't have a text that pops up on the screen. So if I miss the audible cue, then I miss the whole thing. But I think your idea with the text is much better than just my audible cue. I like the audible cue. Don't dismiss it. But you know, I need to know your secrets to add to mine. That's how I am. This one has a lot of pieces. Alright, I'm going to break out a little piece of 400 grit sandpaper. I need those little flexible sanding sticks. I should order some of those. I hate sanding because nothing will mess up your carpal tunnel in your hands faster than sanding. Just not my thing. And my hands will ache after some sanding is done. that's much better. That's flatter. Now this little piece right here bothers me. See how it's kind of deformed? It's hard to see, but maybe I get the right light on it. Yeah, it's kind of bumpy right there. You can kind of make it out. So we're just going to run this along it right there. Yeah. Alright, back at it. This thing just eating up the mold lines. Ugh. One thing I'm looking for in Warhammer is a Master of Possessions, a Chaos figure. For some reason, Games Workshop is not making it right now, yet it is included in the Chaos Codex, and it's very, very, very powerful. So what I'm worried about, I want the figure, and I have one that I made out of resin, this one right here. But the thing is, I want the official Games Workshop one. I mean, let's compare sizing here. That's a Terminator. This is not. He's much too big. Even though his base is the same, he is much too big. So I want the official model, but the only way you can get the official model right now is on eBay, and people are charging a lot for him, which I would say is not a bad idea. If you have it, want to get rid of them, this is the time, because people want it. There's a demand and low supply. What I'm afraid of is the reason why Games Workshop is not making the model right now is that next month, when the frequently asked questions and the data slate gets released, that the Master of Possessions is going to take a nerf, points cost or something, which will make him less needy, which will then make it to where I won't need him in my army list, or he will have I'll have a less of a need for him. So I'm kind of holding out until January, but I'm nervous because Games Workshop has a history of overcorrecting some things and undercorrecting things. When something's really good, like the Master of Possessions is, they tend to hit it really hard with changes. Voltan, most recent one that I can think of, Leagues of Votan. Wow, they got released and then beaten with the Nerf bat. But I'm glad that for people who play tournament levels, I'm glad they did it early on, because that was smart of them to do, is to release it, and then when they realized, uh-oh, something's messed up, they went in, they made errata for them. The problem is, though, is when you release something, and before it even becomes a full release, when you're still in the pre-release stage, that you have to nerf it. And that makes a pre-release copy of the Codex already completely out of usability. Alright, so which one of these? Alright, so this is 108. This one's 109. The reason I know this is because with 109, I left a nub right here at the top. Hard to see, but the nub, zoink, pull this down. There's a little nub up here. You can't. God, I'm horrible at showing things, but there's a little nub. They have better light too. That would be helpful. I'm gonna use my side cutters to pull that nub off. There we go. There we go. Scratching at the surface, that's what I'm doing. But, so I'm afraid that they're going to nerf that character. I hope they don't nerf Abaddon. Or Abaddon. I don't know if you want to pronounce it. For pronounced many ways, but Abaddon. I hope he doesn't get a nerf bat. He probably needs it. Probably needs to have his points up a little bit. I would say 50 points would probably be good because he's a beat. He's a monster right now. Utter monster. But, you know, make him a little bit harder because right now he's kind of like a must include in almost every Chaos Army list. Even like Knights. You know, I heard the strategy of Abaddon with War Dogs. Lots of War Dogs. And that being a hard thing to contend with. I don't know. I have yet to play a Chaos War Dog group. So, when I do, I will let you know. If that is something to worry about. But in a small town, don't see a lot of these things yet. Alright. So now we need to glue this together. We're going to use some Tamiya. Extra thin. I've had this for a little bit and haven't used it. Because I didn't know how to use it. Now I do. And it's because the instructions are written right here. If my dumbass had just read the instructions, I could have been using this the whole time. But, c'est la vie. So it looks like this. So 109, which is this first part right here, goes... I'm trying to figure out where that is. So... it looks like it goes... right here. Right there. And that would... but it needs to go this direction. Oh, okay, I see. So we put those two little posts in. Like so. And now we take the... I should have opened this up before I did this, but I was dumb. There we go. Alright, so we'll take this and we'll put a little bit right where it binds. Capillary action will suck that glue right in. We'll put a little bit over here on this side too. There we go.
We got a smoky advertisement.
And there's an advertisement break. So for those of you who do not have
it's sometime in the future. The ultimate challenge. Crossfire.
Well, I was talking about... Thank you, Dangerous. For everybody else who isn't subscribed, that will be your cue that there was commercials coming. Cool. It does a little bit more time to dry. We'll set that here. Oh, the next part is immediately onto those pieces. It's 107. But because everything has so many cleanup parts. This will probably take a little bit. So this is 107 right here. So let's pop this bad boy out. Boom. We're just scratching the surface. What in the hell is this song? It's a weird song, boss. There's little nubs right here that need to be sanded down, so easiest way in the world to do this. There we go. Much better. Now, right here, I'm going to take this. You ever have days where you just don't know what you want to do, but you have a list of things you don't want to do, but you also you don't have a list of things you want to do? That's been my past week. I've got tons of things I don't want to be doing, but I'm doing them. My editor on the website that I write for asked me to start doing a couple more things with my articles. All good ideas. Because just to face it, folks, I'm not a writer. I never went to school to learn to be a writer. I'm not a journalist. I don't have a degree in movie arts or anything like that. I'm just some guy who writes movie reviews after he watches them. Just my personal takes on film. Again, I have no background in film. I did take a film appreciation course in college, but that's about it. I don't break down movies based off of, what is, the lighting in this scene and the cinematography was amazing. And I know that's what film critics should do. I need to rethink my content. But now he wants me to wrap it together. I thought I did today. I wrote a review for a movie called Tar. And what he wants is my opening paragraph to talk a little bit about what I feel about the movie, or about something related to the movie. Then review the movie, and then tie it all back together. Go back to the beginning. So, in my article, Tar, if you haven't seen the movie, Tar is about a fictional conductor for the German Philharmonic. She's world-renowned. She's awesome. She's got accolades. She's a teacher at Juilliard. So, there's lots there. But she lets the power go to her head and does some questionable things that end up negatively affecting her. Well, when I watched the movie, it immediately started making me think of how do we separate art from the artist? You know, that's my thoughts. Can you separate the art from the artist? And then that immediately, because I'm a horror movie fan, immediately made me think, oh my gosh, Jeepers Creepers. Don't ask, I mean, if you know, you know, because Jeepers Creepers, good premise for a horror movie. I love the Creeper. I think the Creeper's a great monster. The problem is, when it got around that the director and creator did some very, very, very inappropriate stuff with, we can't even really say it here, but let's just say it's highly inappropriate, and I don't think anybody could condone it. So that came to light. That happened back in the 80s. This movie did not come out until the execution was off with it. Yeah. But I liked the character. Yes, the movie kind of flailed at the end, in my opinion. But I still liked the character. And I wanted more. The problem is you get this divide in the horror community because of what he had done. People are like, no, I can't support that movie. I can't go watch Jeepers Creepers. I can't like the Creeper. And when asked why, well, do you know what the director / creator did? Yes. You can, in my mind, you can separate the art from the artist, because in that movie, it wasn't just him making money. There was the cast, the crew, the production company, the marketing people. All those people made money off of it. Not just Silva. Silva? I think it was Silva. Not just him. And that is what I started my article off with, was a talk about how do you separate the art from the artist, and went into a little bit about Jeepers Creepers. And then I said, and similarly, Tar explores that same notion, albeit on a different scale, and I talked about Tar. I thought that tied everything back together. Well, it didn't. So now I'm being asked to rewrite it, and I'm just like, I don't know how to tie this all together. And he's giving me hints. I mean, he's giving me notes. But it's like, I'm trying. I'm trying to get good content out. But again, I'm not... I mean, you people hear my voice. You hear my conversations and talking and all this. I'm not the most fluent with words. I'm not a wordsmith. And, so yeah, I'm trying. I just don't know if I'm up to the caliber that I need to be at, and it's, you know, it kind of threw me for a loop because I thought I had wrote it right. It's kind of like being in college and you write a letter or a thesis or something, and then you find out that you were completely wrong. And then you're being told, well, you need to rewrite it, but, you know, we're already in award season. I think I'm just going to, you know, I don't know what to do with this. And I'm just like, look, I thought I wrote it right. I'm sorry. I can do better later. So, I don't know. I feel like I'm flubbing up, and I'm trying to do the best that I can. But it just feels like maybe I'm just not cut out for it anymore. Maybe I've peaked. I don't know. That's just something that bothered me today. And I shouldn't let things bother me like that, because, again, I don't get paid for this. This is just something I do because it lets me be a member of the Film Critics Association. But if I'm not doing it good, then maybe I don't need to be doing it. Maybe I need to step away from that. I don't know. It's just It's one of those things where I try my best to do my best, and I don't feel like I'm getting good at it. But again, I'm not making excuses for my inabilities. You know, everybody can learn a skill. I need to learn writing. I probably need to go and learn a little bit more about film stuff. I just like giving, you know, there's so many critics out there who go into the, you know, the execution and the beauty and the color choices, and, you know, really get into the research of it. I like to just shoot off at the hip. What I like, what I don't like. If I really like something, you know, I'll hit it. It's hard for me to keep writing these because I just feel like if I write them, I'm just going to get lectured about how bad it was, and that gets me. I don't know what to do. I want to stay a critic, but I don't know if writing a weekly blog is going to be in the cards for much longer. I just don't know. My confidence isn't there. I try to have a high level of confidence, but when you think you've done something right, only to be told that it's probably the worst you've ever done, or made out that this is the worst you ever done. I mean, I guess maybe I need to spell it out for the audience reading, because I feel like the audience understands where I was going with the idea, but maybe that's wrong. Maybe I don't need to, like, I need to just pretend my audience is dumb and doesn't have a clue as to what I'm trying to convey, even if I put it on, or even if I put it out there without putting it on a silver platter for them to digest. I don't know. I'm trying, but it's really starting to get to me, because and it's making watching movies no longer fun. It's just not fun. I want to watch movies and enjoy it, or unplug from reality. He does. He asks a lot. And I feel like, since I'm like the only other writer there, that I should do more. And I know he can't pay me, and I don't expect him to pay me. He works a job. He's works at a brewery. Do you get feedback on the site other than him? Like, do you see the analytics? No. I don't see any of that stuff. So I don't know what else. I don't know how well things are received. I'll send like an article to the studio sometimes, like when they give you a preview. A lot of times they'll say, "Oh, by the way, please send us an email with your coverage." And so I will, if I get those, I will send them a copy of or a link to the website. When you share links, do you check the stats? Like, oh, my link, like from people who click my links. I don't really know how to do that on my personal stuff. I know on businesses you have analytics that can do that. Maybe I should use Bitly. or something like that, and then I can go in there and I can see who clicks. I mean, I don't know who clicks. I don't know a way. Like, if I go into Facebook, I can see if people like it, but I don't know of a way to go and see analytics of who actually clicked it through my personal Facebook page. If you know, I mean, Bitly would probably be the best one, because then I can kind of see what, if I'm getting any traction, which honestly I doubt I get much traction, because my articles just are not well written. I keep writing them though. But yeah, I guess I get the feedback. I get it. I get the constructive criticisms that he gives me. I get that, and that's the only way I'm gonna get better, is if I know what I do wrong, so I can try to do it better. But like this time, I thought I was doing better, because he wrote me and told me, "Here's what I want to see in your articles going forward," and I was like, "All right, cool." And I thought I put that in the. I thought I had met that goal. I thought I had met that goal. I was really proud of my Tar review, which will be coming out hopefully soon, unless he cancels it like he says he's going to. He's just going to can it, because it's just not written well. I don't know. It bothers me, because I really did try this time. I really did put a lot of effort into it. Like that was kind of like what I spent the majority of yesterday doing, is like, all right, let me make sure I get this written right. But maybe I overthought it. Maybe I went too far in one direction and undid all the stuff I thought I had done. I don't know. But yeah, like when I watch a movie and write a review about it, I write the review as if I'm talking to my buddies, as if I'm talking to you or John Kimball or my buddy Ryan or Carol or Danielle or anybody like that, and how I would talk to them. I don't write it like, "Oh, this is so beautiful. Did you catch that camera work?" I try to keep it just real. Because if I was talking to my buddies, I don't talk about like, "Oh man, I love the way that they did the wave effects and all this stuff." I go with my gut and I tell what I feel. And I know that sometimes I ramble on, and I shouldn't. But right for your target audience. Well, my target audience and his target audience don't seem to be the same. And since it's his site, I'm probably, I feel like I should try to aim for his crowd, but God, it's hard. It is hard. And also, just to be honest with you, my mind isn't exactly in a great place all the time. Especially when I haven't seen my kid for an extended period of time. Like right now, it's been 8 days since she's been here. It hasn't been that long since I've seen her, because I took her out Friday night. But she has not been here at this house. We have not been able to hang out in here since last Monday. Not yesterday. A week before that. So we're on day 8. And I really miss my kid. I miss her a ton. And the thing is, there's nothing I can do about it. Courts say that her mom gets her right now. And if it screws up my weekends, then so be it. They don't care. It just really gets to me. And I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, just to be honest. I really am not. It's just all that stuff today has made today not the greatest day for me, just to be honest with you. We all have ups and down days, I know. I'm not special. My days are just as bad as other people's days. Some people have worse days. You know, a friend of mine's wife died of cancer recently, and it really was sad because, you know, he's a good guy, really good guy. Like one of those guys that, like when my TV fell off the wall and broke, he wrote me like a few days later and was like, dude, I'll buy you a new TV. I'll start a fund for you, you know. I don't mind. And I was like, dude, you don't have to do that. Just whatever. And this is before his wife died. And it turns out she was in the hospital when he was writing me that. So even when his wife was on her deathbed, she was battling cancer. Even when his wife was on her deathbed, he fought enough to reach out to me to buy a stupid television. You know, and that's he's a great guy. And for his wife to die after her cancer had gone into remission, and we're not talking about an old person. She was very, very young. I had the pleasure of making the cake topper for their wedding cake. So he reached out to me to get it done. And, you know, great guy. And I feel for him this Christmas to lose your wife, you know, this close in the holidays. It just... Anyways. So, that being said, I know people have worse days. My kid is not dead. My kid is having a great time with her mom. And I'm glad. She went laser tag today. But I hate to say it, but my mom and I have never been really close. And all my other family is either too far away or dead. So I don't have that family structure. Especially, and it really hits hard around the holidays. So my daughter is kind of the only family I really, really have. Because when I was growing up, I made my own family. I say that because I made friends. My friends were my family. People like 8-Bit Biddy and my buddy Ryan and the pastor here in town. His name's Johnny Ray. Those were my friends. He wasn't a pastor then, but he is now. So, but everybody has either families or moved away. So, yeah, it leaves me with just my kid, and I don't even get her hardly anymore. So it sucks, to say the least. I feel like my ex stole a life from me that I had wanted forever. Like, you know, little girls are always like, you know, the big thing is they're dreaming about starting a family and everything. I had the same dreams. I wanted to walk down the aisle and marry someone I loved beyond words. And I got that. And then I got my family. I got my little girl. It was just the best thing ever. And then I got cheated on. Keep grinding, bro. Doing great. Just keep the faith with your child, y'all. That's true, man. I appreciate it. Sorry if I'm just kind of like babbling on and on. I know that's not what people would like to hear or anything. But I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I'll see my kid on Christmas. So. But this is far from the life I had. Life is pain. Thank you, Dangerous. Truer words, though, have not been spoken. But it's funny how we get all through that, and then that all spawned from my editor chiming in on my bad movie review. It's funny how all that works, you know? It's like it all just kind of went around a big old circle. And I've been sitting here cleaning this part. This is probably the slickest part I've ever made or ever cleaned up for Warhammer. But this is going to be one of the best looking figures in my opinion. It better be. Because I have put a lot of conversation pieces in this. There we go. Yay. And I'm already sanding that. Did I sand that down? Yeah, I did. It's smooth. Yeah. But Christmas is still good, in my opinion. I'm happy to still have my kid close by. I'm happy that I will get to see her on Christmas Day. I will get to spend some time with her for a few days until New Year's Eve. And then maybe a little bit of New Year's Day, I'm hoping. If that doesn't get changed. And next year, next year will be a little bit different. Next year it flips. So I'll have her the first half of Christmas break, so she'll be here. And then she'll be gone after Christmas. So, there's things to look forward to. And I look forward to that. It's a year away. And I'm looking forward to taking her to Disney again. I mean, that's less than a year away. That's October. I am looking forward to that. Because she loves Halloween as much as I love Halloween. And I can't wait. I cannot wait to take her back. I know. They may say Disney is made for kids. Well, maybe I'm a big kid at heart. I think I am. Hell, I'm sitting here putting together miniature Warhammer figures. It's not really a kid thing. Because you definitely don't want a kid working on this stuff. But, what is that? Oh, that looks really cool. Whatever that is. Oh, I can't wait to put that together. Oh, can't wait. I have decided that my paint scheme for these is going to be based off of my family crest. So I'm going to do the colors of my family crest. Problem is being colorblind. Of course, I'm going to have to ask somebody to tell me the colors. But that's a little bit more into the future. There's number 1 right there. But I think that would be cool because they are freelance. Freelance means that they are no longer a member of a house. So I can make my own house. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that is what I'm going to do. I think that would be awesome. And because my crest is on the internet, I'm sure I could find stickers and stuff like that to stick on here, or decals. Or at least get them ordered. And then I will have my own house in Warhammer. Sounds like a great idea to me. Woo! I just dropped my side cutters. What time is it? Oh my gosh, it's 10:21. Really should be getting off here and going to bed, but I've got energy right now. That energy may not last, but I got energy right now. I don't know if it's crackhead energy or what. But I've got some sort of energy going on. This is the longest stream I've ever done. Really, this is the longest stream. What are we up to? We are up to 3 hours and 50 minutes. Now, I know that it may say differently on YouTube or may say differently wherever you guys are. Because my OBS crashed. And I think it killed one of my streams. I think it killed my YouTube stream. I think I was able to get back in time to save the Twitch stream. But 3 hours and 51 minutes according to the countdown clock. Not the countdown, the count up clock. The counter clock. The duration check. That's it, duration check. Session timer. But cut my hand, don't cut my hand. This is really not that sharp. So this was if this was a sharp X-Acto, there's no way in hell I'd do that to my arm. But since this is a very dull, well, not very dull, but dull enough. This is what I consider to be like the best for most uses of my X-Acto knife. It's good enough to cut these seams off. It's good enough to cut off the connecting points on the plastic, but it's not sharp enough to do much damage to yourself. So I think I've reached that happy medium here, the happy area with my X-Acto knife. I've got some blades to change it out with, but right now I haven't had a need to. I almost kind of want to get another X-Acto knife so that I can have a sharp one and this dull one. And then if I ever need the sharp one, I can break it out. That'd probably be a smart idea, and I'm sure countless other people out there already have that idea, but here I am. Returning to the hobby after... See, the last time I played Warhammer was 1994. God bless. I was a sophomore in high school. No. I played up to 96 because I was a senior. We played it on the night after my graduation, actually. I think that was the last night I played. No, I take that back. I went to college and I played at the game store that was in my college town. I actually played Necromunda because Necromunda had just released. And that was House Caldor. Is Caldor still in the game? I know I haven't played Necromunda since then. But I was just wondering if it was still a game out there. I know it's a game out there, but I was wondering if Caldor... You know, I should look that up. I think I'll look that up at some point. House Caldor. C-A-W-D-O-R. I'm sure they are. That was my jam. Oh. Looks like I'm the only one up in the house right now. Everybody's asleep. No, when I say everybody, my mother, that I take care of, the dog, and the cat. See, the cat's asleep over there. And the dog is probably on my bed asleep. Keeping my bed warm. Which is fine with how cold it's been here in Tennessee. I don't mind it. I sleep with fans on. But mainly because I like the white noise and I like a little bit of a breeze in the air. Not too much. I don't want to be frozen. But at the same time, I do need that little air movement. That was really nice, a Sovereignty Gamer. Really nice. I really appreciate the kind words. You know, you get kind words from your friends all the time, but sometimes when you get the kind words of a stranger, it kind of hits you. So, yeah. Really appreciate that. And this is not saying that kind words from friends like dangerous don't have their place. They do. They mean the world to. But sometimes just a stranger, someone who has no idea who you are and only knows some of your situation, or maybe not even all your situation, hits you up with some kind words. It can make you feel better about yourself and your situation. Ugh. You know, I had that idea of going back and rekindling my TikTok channel, The Gory Details. My daughter loves that name still. Like, whenever she gets a chance, she'll let Dad say it, and I'm like, "Say what?" She goes, "You know." I was like, "What?" She goes, "And now you know." And I'm like, "Oh yeah." And I'll go, "And now you know." And then she'll be like, "The Gory Details," because that's how I always ended my Gory Details videos on TikTok and on YouTube on the Gory Details channel. You know, sometimes I think that if I wasn't writing movie reviews, I might be better off just doing a review on my channel. You know, so if I get let go from this and I still want to be a film critic, which I do, I love being a film critic. But if I could possibly do my own YouTube channel, it probably wouldn't be Warlock of Wi-Fi. I'd probably have to come up with another name. But there's so many movie review channels out there right now that I just don't know if there's a place for. But then again, there's also all sorts of YouTube channels and Twitch channels for people doing miniatures and painting and Dead by Daylight and all that jazz. So maybe there is. I don't know. You never know. Alright, we got that part on there, and then I think this part goes right there. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Perfect. There we go. And then we take these and drop them in right there. Oh, perfection. Oh, that's a beautiful thing. Wait. I feel like it should go. No. Perfect. It snapped. Yeah. I don't know. It grew. It grew fast. It grew big. It was interesting. Why am I not doing it? I don't know. John Kimball, Tier 1, resub, 14 months. We are building the upper part of the Imperial Knight Paladin. We're using some Tamiya extra thin to get it all together. Thank you for the 14 months, by the way. Alright, so now this goes like that. And I've been rambling on and on and on and on and on tonight, Kimball. Oh, there we go. I am rambling. I have just rambled. I'm a rambling man. It got a little dark there for a little bit. You missed the dark parts. Where I was in the woe is me part. Yeah, it's alright. I mean, it's seasonal. Seasonal acute depression. Deal with it every year. This year just felt a little bit much because, you know, no kiddo. Plus, I thought I'd done really good on my latest review on the website, and it turns out that it was not. So there is what that will look like when it's put on there. Oh, you didn't see my base. I've got to I made a mistake though. I didn't need to put this wooded stuff down until after I base coated it. So I get these rocks, cork pieces, painted, but then I can go back and put that on there. So I'm probably going to pull this off, this cocoa bark or cocoa fiber and stuff, but I wanted it to look like he's in a wooded area. He's just kind of just walking through broken stuff. So that mission is accomplished. But then when I spray paint it, I will be spray painting all this stuff black, so it won't look like wood anymore. So I'm going to have to come up with a different approach. Probably have to pull this all off and start from scratch on the base. But that's alright. So that's the base. I also was showing my color morph that I picked up today from Rogan Raven. Let's get him up here in the camera and then we'll focus in. Whoops, wrong direction on the focus. There's the color morph. This is for my Wormblade kill team. So he is that Gene Stealer hybrid, has the has only 3 arms, but he's got a pistol in each hand. Now, when are you going to start playing with them? I'm hoping that I can get Kill Team going good here, at least. And then this is the... What is this called? This is called... It's not a... I can't remember what this is called. But this is like the assassin character. I love that he has this little baby Gene Stealer on a pole behind him. It's like a Gene Stealer human hybrid because it's only got the 2 arms. But I went ahead and I made his arms modular because you can run him as either the sniper. So I magnetized the arms and he's got a sniper rifle. That doesn't look right. There we go. That's how it's supposed to look. The sniper rifle. Yes, I drill my barrels out. And or the poison dagger. So that way I have a choice. The only problem is, as you can see, that magnet can be seen very easily. I'm thinking that I might make a little like part of his costume come over the top here a little bit out of milliput or green stuff and bring it over and then sort of try to hide it. Maybe. I do like this. I mean, he's killed a space marine. It's a dead space marine right there. And he's putting his hand on the head. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I also painted this earlier in the week. This is my Chaos Priest, Chaos Apostle, whatever you call him. Apostle Master, Apostle Lord. Painted him earlier this week. I don't do good with faces. But, so I painted him up, gave him a little basing, astral granite debris down here. Painted him up in the colors of the Black Legion. There we go. Even has the Eye of Horus hanging from his necklace. And then I've got his 2 little book bearers I got to paint up. The little things that have the book, or where he puts the book when he's not carrying it, so it's on their back. And then this one is kind of got like a flaming mace type thing, the head or skull of somebody in it. So, gotta paint them at some point. Oh, what's he called? He is called the Dark Apostle. Now, of course, my painting is nowhere near that good, but, you know, I like to think I got close. Or I got close enough. Oh. And then I found my talisman. I got my talisman here. So, I gotta spray paint him a different color. I was trying to do Zenithal on him, but it don't work good. It don't work good, so he's gonna go back into the bin and get his Death Guard colors on him. Thank you. And then, oh, you saw this earlier, the paint handle. Let me zoom back out. The paint handle. I got a model on it. He's just got like a little dot of a magnet, but it works. It holds. That fell off. Screw that back on. But the only problem I have with this is like, alright, so if I set this up like this, where I'm going to be painting in a this like so. Alright, the problem I have is that it's very easy to overbalance. Like if I set that down, I need to tighten that up. Hold on. There we go. Anyways, back to this. It gets very easy to overbalance it when it's sitting there. Wow, the light is just... I guess the camera's picking up the wavelength or something because it's not doing this strobing. It's there. Huh, weird. But you gotta be careful when you set it down because, like, if I put the light over too far, it overbalances the handle, and then the handle won't sit up. So you gotta make sure that you counterbalance it when you set them up. That's the only downside I've seen with this Cobalt Keep painting handle. But I do like it. It is going to keep me from having to wear the stupid goggles. So there's that. Mr. Flail. Alright. Well, we've gone over the 4-hour mark, so I think I'm pretty much done tonight. I hate to say that because it's been fun. I've had a good time chatting with everybody. But I think it is time to call it a night. Let's see what happens when I turn the camera around and... Oh, hi. Nah. Let's just go back to me being a faceless person. Yeah. I think that works better. Faceless for now. Anyways, thank you all. Dangerous Kimball, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I'd like to also thank Sovereignty Gamer for the words of encouragement over on YouTube. That's very, very, very awesome. You Will for hanging out with me on YouTube. I'd like to thank our new follower tonight. We got Zach Foster's GF, new follower. Had a pretty good night playing some Dead by Daylight. But other than that, I think we're going to call it a night. So we'll see you again later this week. Maybe Thursday. I'll be by myself. Everybody else has better things to do to hang out with me, but that's alright. So, anyways, I'll holler at everybody later. Thank you so much for hanging out. See you real soon.